Okay, hopefully it worked that time. Hope everybody's doing okay today. Thursday.
Now we're live.
It's almost Friday.
Thank God.
The first time was just practice.
Oh, that worked.
Well, hello there, crafty peep. Yeah, you might need a seatbelt. I'm not sure. I obviously have a couple of things that I want to discuss. Hi, they call me Pukey. So, in order to give people a few minutes to get in here, I wanted to say a couple of things. One, I want to thank everybody who has boosted the Discord. The sound is getting better in there, so hopefully that will continue. I appreciate everybody helping each other out in there too. Hello, Soul Sister. Hello, Kaz. Hello, Snow Lion. The first topic we will be talking about is bullying. So if anybody is wondering about that. Hi, Texas Lassie. And of course, I'm an Mama, who is also up here on the panel with me. Work's been kind of crazy. So, yeah, so my schedule kind of is a little screwed up doing lives because, well, things happen and I'm preparing for a trip. And very excited about going to see my son. So, hi, Susie Q. Crane. How are you? Hi, Mandy Hall. Judge Emily Lama of Trumpton. Well, hello. Uh-oh. Kaz, your parole officer couldn't make it. So they're here instead. I hope you see that. Oh, my word.
Oh, it's gonna... Where he comes up with this.
Huh? Yeah.
Where he comes up with this.
I don't know, but you know what? I encourage it because it's great fun. I'm not a hacker. Hello. So the first thing I wanted to do was YouTube actually has their own policies regarding harassment and cyberbullying. And I kind of wanted to take a look at this. Because I think most of us obviously, watch more than one YouTuber. And we've probably seen that they don't really adhere to this, but I feel like it's nice to know that these rules or policies exist in case people feel like they need to report videos or people or channels. So underneath their little video here, which you can go on there and watch, it says the safety of our creators, viewers, and partners is our highest priority. We look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. It's important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. Take the time to carefully read the policy below. It also says you can check out this page that they link for a full list of guidelines. And of course, there's always things that don't fall into these lists that they give us that can also be, used to report or, take down your channel or whatever. But here's what they say. Content that threatens individuals is not allowed on YouTube. We also don't allow content that targets an individual with prolonged or malicious insults based on intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status or physical traits. If you find content that violates this policy, report it. Instructions for reporting violations of our community guidelines are available here. Obviously, they have a click-in link there. If you've found multiple videos or comments that you would like to report, you can report the channel. For tips and best practices to stay safe, keep your account secure, and protect your privacy, check out this Help Center article. If specific threats are made against you and you feel unsafe, report it directly to your local law enforcement agency. Now, I have seen people that were threatened that really should have reported it to their local law enforcement agency. I don't think people should really be afraid to do that if they feel they need to. What this policy means for you: if you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if it fits any of the descriptions noted below. Content that features prolonged name-calling or malicious insults, such as racial slurs based on their intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status, physical attributes, or their status as a survivor of sexual assault, domestic abuse, child abuse, and more. Content uploaded with the intent to shame, deceive, or insult a minor. A minor is defined as an individual under the legal age of majority. This usually means anyone younger than 18 years old, but the age of a minor might vary by geography. Exceptions. If the primary purpose is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic in nature, we may allow content that includes harassment. These exceptions are not a free pass to harass someone. Some examples include debates related to high-profile officials or leaders, content featuring debates or discussions of topical issues concerning individuals who have positions of power, like high-profile government officials or CEOs of major multinational corporations, scripted performances, insults made in the context of an artistic medium, such as scripted satire, stand-up comedy, or music, such as a diss track. Note, this exception is not a free pass to harass someone and claim I was joking. So this kind of stuff means that basically YouTube really can just decide if they think it's that or not and do what they want with it, right? Harassment, education, or awareness. Content that features actual or simulated harassment for documentary purposes or with willing participants, such as actors, to combat cyberbullying or raise awareness. Note, we take a harder line on content that maliciously insults someone based on their protected group status, regardless of whether or not they are a high-profile person. Monetization and other penalties. In some rare cases, we may remove content or issue other penalties when a creator repeatedly encourages abusive audience behavior, repeatedly targets, insults, and abuses an identifiable individual based on their intrinsic attributes across several uploads, exposes an individual to risks of harm, of physical harm based on the local, social, or political context, creates content that harms the YouTube community by persistently inciting hostility between creators for personal financial gain. I think we probably know a whole group of channels that does that. Examples. Here are some examples of content that is not allowed on YouTube. Repeatedly showing pictures of someone and then making statements like, look at this creature's teeth, they're so disgusting, with similar commentary targeting intrinsic attributes throughout the video. Targeting an individual based on their membership in a protected group, such as by saying, look at this filthy slur targeting a protected group. I wish they'd just get hit by a truck. Targeting an individual and making claims that they are involved in human trafficking in the context of a harmful conspiracy theory, where the conspiracy is linked to direct threats or violent acts. Using an extreme insult to dehumanize an individual based on their intrinsic attributes. For example, look at this dog of a woman. She's not even a human being. She must be some sort of mutant or animal. Depicting an identifiable individual being murdered, seriously injured, or engaged in a graphic act without their consent. Accounts dedicated to entirely entirely to focusing on maliciously insulting an identifiable individual. Then they have more examples, which you can read on your own if you like. What happens if content violates this policy? If your content violates this policy, we'll remove the content and send you an email to let you know. If this is your first time violating our community guidelines, you'll get a warning with no penalty to your channel. If it's not, we'll issue a strike against your channel. If you get 3 strikes, just like in baseball, your channel will be terminated. You can learn more about our strike systems here, and they have a link there. We may also terminate your channel or account for repeated violations of the community guidelines or terms of service, as well as due to a single case of severe abuse or when the channel is dedicated to a policy violation. Okay. Now, I'm sure that it's probably just as clear as mud, what I just read. I'm going to look at the comments because I know there's people that came in, and I want to see if anybody... hi, what big eyes? Pretty in pink, my crazy life. I'm pretty sure I hit Mandy Hall. Pretty pink. Okay. Soul Sister. Patricia Fassett. Done channels are bullies. I don't like it. Maybe drama. Is that what you meant? Drama channels? Some channels. Okay. There are some bully channels. Mrs. Kahuna. And there are some channels that like do it on purpose. There's a gamer that plays the game that I do. And that's really all he does to all of his subs and everything. And everybody watches him, gives him a ton of money. I guess they like that. I mean, I guess it's fine if that's what you want. Suzanne Huggins. Hello, Lavender Flower. The thing is, I want people to understand it's okay to report people. It's okay to report videos. It's okay to report channels. It's okay to report other people in the chat with you. Yes, I know that, because we've had lots of discussions about this, but I know that people might get frustrated and feel like nothing happens, but trust me, eventually, they get enough reports, they're going to do something about it. I've seen channels get strikes like right away. I've seen channels taken down right away. I've seen, everybody always is usually given the opportunity, I guess, unless it's your 3rd strike, but even then, maybe they do let you try to fight it. And if somebody says, well, this happened and we didn't get, an email from YouTube. Yeah, that's not true either, because YouTube always sends an email. Cass says, welcome to WTU. Make yourself at home. Smash the likes. Be kind to others and enjoy the show. That's why I kind of picked these topics, right? I picked bullying and hate watching and YouTubers because I think the 3 of them all go together. So if somebody's being bullied, let's say on YouTube. Hi, Helen Alini. They are more likely to start hate watching. They're also more likely to have problems with the YouTuber that's causing this problem, right? So usually a lot of the subscribers, if they don't run their own YouTube channel, they don't understand what it's like to be a YouTuber. Hi, Melinda H. Hi, Amelia B. So I don't do this for a living. This is a hobby, right? I know Kaz has told you guys many times too. She, yeah, she's monetized. She's not making a ton of money. She's not even making enough to pay for what she puts into the channel. I mean, we all pay for editing software. A lot of people pay for photo editing software. StreamYards, I pay for that. So does she. You know, these things all cost money. Now, for somebody who's doing it as a hobby because I enjoy it, I want to learn more. It's okay. It's like spending a bunch of money watching movies or whatever your hobby is, buying books to read. Hi, Jenny Barnes. I don't think that people think about this. So people who their whole income is dependent on YouTube, they kind of have to treat their channel like a business. And I've seen quite a few of the gamer channels that I follow. This past year with COVID and everything, that their income has been significantly hit, right? Because a lot more people laid off, they don't have money to give, yada yada. So you kind of, if you're dependent on that income, you have to run your YouTube channel like a business. If you're dependent on that YouTube channel for your income and you're not running it like a business, eventually you're going to have a problem. Because not everybody is going to appreciate what you offer on your YouTube channel. And some people will turn you on and they'll turn you off and go, well, I don't want to watch that anymore, or I don't want to watch that person ever again. Other people will feel the need to tell you how they feel. This is also something else as a YouTuber you have to put up with, whether it be another channel creator or their subscribers or your own subscribers. So yes, I've heard people say you have to have thick skin. You kind of do. But you don't have to necessarily. I've watched YouTube channels where all they do is they upload videos. Uploading videos is very good for the money, from what I understand. And they do just fine. I guess you can, just delete whatever comments you don't like, whatever. When you do lives, you kind of can't do that. You have to be prepared for people in the chat saying things, asking questions you don't want to answer, saying things about other people you have to deal with. You have to make a decision. That's why you have moderators, right? And then maybe you run into having problems with your moderators. Okay. So these are all things as a YouTuber you have to deal with, whether you're doing it as a hobby or as a full-time job. And then you have these people who behind the scenes will come and tell you, well, I would like for you to do a video about this. And, oh, I'd really like for this. And I really wish you wouldn't say this word or that word. I mean, there's a diamond painting YouTuber that I watch. She literally, you watch her diamond paint and she tells you a little bit about what's gone on in her week or day or whatever she's talking about. And then she reads a true crime story, right? And she cusses. She likes to drop the F-bombs. If you don't like to listen, this is my attitude, right? If you don't like to listen to her drop the F-bombs, don't watch her. Don't listen to her. She doesn't do it in all of her lives, but some of them she gets pretty aggravated and drops the F-bomb. And the last couple days ago, I was listening to several of them, and she was talking about how she was getting these messages and comments and emails about, you have foul language and I just don't and she basically says the same thing that I think, right? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Yes, is it easier for somebody like me who is doing this as a hobby to say that? Yes, because whether 5 people are watching me or 50 people are watching me does not matter to me, right? Somebody's enjoying it. I mean, there's people in my Discord all the time telling me how much they enjoy my lives or my videos that I'm uploading. People do it in the comments section. So obviously one person likes it. I'm good with that. Or maybe not. Then my kids can show it to my grandkids later on and they can see what kind of, a goofball I was. I'm fine with that too. I just think that sometimes people need to stop and think. If you're somebody who watches a channel, you need to think about, do I really need to say this to this person, whether it be to the channel creator or to the other people in the chat? Do I need to start a fight in this person's live chat? Do I need to say these, maybe it was easier before, and this is probably why they took this away from us in YouTube, where you could message people. You could just click, there was a little 3-dot thing by their name, right? And now you only have report, or if you're a mod, you can hide those people or whatever, or delete their comment. Used to, you could actually send them a private message through YouTube. And I think they took that away because people abuse it to harass people. And it's easier to take that away from you than to have their people trying to deal with all these harassing things going on. On the other side, you have people who are continually going to content creators and YouTubers and saying, well, I don't know why you don't do this, and why do you do this, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't feel obligated to watch somebody's content because you know that it's their livelihood, and you're gonna give them a penny for watching their 5-hour live, 2-hour live, because you might watch a couple of their ads. They're not making a lot of money on those ads. Which leads me into this hate watching, right? So I actually looked up the definition of hate watch. Hate watch in Merriam-Webster Dictionary is listed as a verb, and it says to watch and take pleasure in laughing at or criticizing a dislike, and this is in quotes, a disliked television show, movie, you can throw in YouTube channel, right? Okay. I'm not going to say that hate watching is bad. What I am going to say is, if you are a hate watcher and you're not getting entertainment out of it, you're getting mad, angry, depressed, upset, whatever, maybe you shouldn't be hate watching, whoever it is that you're hate watching. I just think it's as simple as that. I guarantee you that probably just about any YouTuber that has people that watch them, probably a greater number than 10, at some point, if not every time they go live, has at least one hate watcher. Hate watchers are easier to deal with when they're just watching your uploaded videos. But they're watching your lives and you say something that just triggers them and they, oh my gosh, they have to say something. And then your moderators block them so they can't say anything anymore. And then they get all pissed off. And then what do? They run back to wherever it is that they go and they tell all their friends, can you believe that they blocked me? Of course they blocked you. Nobody wants to see that shit on their channel. That's why we have that function. The only bad thing about it is, on every other platform I've ever belonged to on the internet, when you block somebody, you block them. They can't message you. They can't see you. Like, you're gone. Even Facebook. Right? Even Facebook, when you block people, that's what happens. When, back in the day of message boards, I mean, yes, there's still message boards, but they're not like what they were, right? Message boards, you blocked somebody, like you never saw a post from them. They couldn't message you. They couldn't private message, nothing. They couldn't see your post. Like, it was all wiped. YouTube is the one platform where that doesn't happen. So unfortunately, YouTube creators and YouTubers have to... Hi, Skylar.
Hi, Sky. Now you're getting your face washed.
Yeah, what on earth did you get wet on your back, huh? I don't know what you did. You certainly didn't flip water there, did you?
Did she go outside? It's kind of sprinkling again.
No, she didn't go outside. Okay. She's waiting for dinner. It's not dinner time. Say hi to everybody. Look. Say hi. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Skylar. Up. Her
Look,
favorite person is gone, isn't he?
Lemon is in my lap. That might be why she came over here.
Little jealous.
Cass said I would mention IRC, but that would show my age. Yeah, IRC, you know, remember the good old AOL chats? Like, yeah, crazy, right? Okay, so let's see if I can remember where I was at. Hate watching. I'm not going to tell people not to hate watch, but I am going to tell you if it's not healthy for you to hate watch, please don't. Please don't hate watch. Do what is healthy for you. And if you're somebody who feels like, well, I have freedom of speech, I should be able to say what I want, anywhere I want, to whoever I want. No, let's think about this. If you're in your own private place, it's one thing. I know that people have, you know, said that my Discord is some, you know, hate mongering. I don't know. I'm a mob leader and I'm leading all these mobsters, I guess, in my Discord, which is really kind of funny because it's not at all what happens. But what I do allow is people to vent in the same way that, you know, you have a terrible day at work and you got into, you know, like somebody was just driving you crazy at work and you pick up the phone after work and you call your best friend because, well, you know, your husband doesn't want to listen to that shit because he's not interested.
And he won't hear you anyways.
Right. At this stage of the game, they won't hear you, right? And so you call your friend, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, okay. And your friend's like, oh my gosh, I know it. Okay. How is that any different than going into a voice chat or a written chat platform and doing the same thing? It's not. It's not. We're people. We are social people, and we have been locked down for the most part of the last year, right? And everybody is in this place of, it's kind of, I guess it's more kind of like having that, you know, winter blues, but we've had it for an entire year because we've been controlled as to what we can do and where we can do and how we can do. And the only thing that, at least here for me, has not been controlled is anything related to the outside, right? So I can take my Jeep and I can go drive down to the property, whatever. So I can get away and do something. But there's a lot of people can't do that. There's a lot of people that can't do that. And some people are so scared to even go outside and take their dog for a walk because of how much we've been locked down for the past year. So let's make it worse by going on YouTube, watching a creator that we absolutely hate so that we get riled up and pissed off, and then start hating on people. Either people that watch that person, people who like that person, and oh my gosh, let's start banning people that we see, you know, at this channel or that channel. Oh my gosh. But yet, on the same token, you want to have your freedom to do what you want and say what you want, but then you want to control these people over here. Makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't tell people where to go. I might go, what the hell are you doing watching that crazy stuff? But I don't care that they're going there. I'm not going to sit there and block them or kick them, you know, out of anything because of that. No. I am Patricia Fassett. If you get pissed off, just click off the video. Simple. Exactly. Exactly. If you see something a YouTuber does and you don't like it, you can actually unsubscribe, don't recommend, all of those things, and you will hopefully never see that person again unless you search for them, right? But if you're searching for them, ask yourself this question: why am I doing that? If it's not healthy for you, don't do it. You know, I don't care who you watch. If you want to watch somebody you hate, it's fine. Sometimes it's amusing to watch people like that, or people acting all kinds of idiot or making themselves look bad. Sometimes that's funny. If you want to watch that, that's fine. But don't get upset when something aggravates you or you see something you don't like. Everybody on this planet gets offended. And let's face it, when you get offended by something, it's not the other person's fault, it's yours. You're the one getting offended. They're just doing something. Obviously, it doesn't offend them because they did it. If it offends you, then leave, walk away, and don't get around that person again. Augie. Hello, Augie. Eminem Mama, Gigi Jardine, and What Big Eyes. Gotta go take care of. I don't know what that means, but okay. High Kindness Cake. Like the dry lie cry.
That's a good one.
I just think that people perpetually doing things that are unhealthy for themselves kind of gets us into this cycle that some people seem to be in, right? We hate a YouTuber, or we hate their channel, or we hate somebody who's always in their chat, right? Let's go hate watch and let's stir up trouble. Now, obviously there, is a whole nother aspect to this in trolling, which, I actually, that's for a whole nother day and a whole nother discussion. But hate watching, I guess I don't really understand it. I watch stuff when people say, oh my gosh, this happened or this happened. A lot of times I'll go and watch it to see if that's what really happened. Or maybe they misinterpreted it. Or maybe they saw it differently than what I'm going to see it. And then we have a discussion about it. That's fine too. People having discussions is fine. People fighting and bickering and everything else is not okay. I have people that are spreading around that I hate them and that I talk about this and I do this and I do that. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't have enough room in my life or time in my life to bother with hating anybody or, being a mob boss and telling everybody else what to do. I just don't.
She doesn't.
I don't even have enough time at work to get my work done. And I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, she doesn't have time. Yeah, I can attest.
I haven't been on here for over a week now for a live. I mean, I had to throw a video together because I felt bad because I was like, when are we going to see something? And I feel bad because I feel like I'm letting them down. So I want to give them something to look at. But the reason is I have a life. This YouTube is not my life. YouTube is not my income. YouTube is a hobby to me. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love having debates. I love having discussions. I love talking to people in the Discord. I just, that's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, if my family calls or my family needs this, or just like Friday, I had to cancel my live I was going to do Friday because I have to go to something with the family. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. YouTube will still hopefully be sitting here and that's another thing for there's one particular gamer. He streams on Twitch. He has a YouTube channel, very good YouTube channel, and he actually has used his YouTube channel to send people to his Twitch. And he's doing really well. He's the guy who started the whole Stream Beats thing. When I play the music when we start out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a really smart guy. He's a really good musician from everything I've seen. And he says, we've all heard that saying, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. If YouTube was gone when we wake up in the morning for whatever reason, what would those people do for income? I don't know. That's why you have to make sure that you have yourself spread out, right? If you're doing it because you enjoy it's kind of like, when you're a kid and you play sports, right? You're not getting paid to do that. Your parents are forking out a whole lot of money. I mean, I played softball on 2 different teams every year for quite a few years. My parents forked out a ton of money for that. But you know what? I enjoyed every minute of it. I don't know why, because I was sweating to death all the time. But I guess when you're a kid, you don't think about that as you do now after you've had kids and you can't stand the heat and you don't want to sweat anymore. But if your YouTube is your complete income, let's think about that, right? think about that and diversify your stuff. Get yourself built up on other platforms so that if YouTube shuts down tomorrow, you can sit there and go, okay, this is why I like having these outside chat functions. Or I'm not big on Twitter or any of that stuff. I mean, I have them, but I don't use them very often. But Discord is something I've been using for years because of gaming. That's how we coordinated stuff and did stuff as a group gaming. And it's also a really great place to interact with your subscribers or people that you end up becoming friends with. It doesn't mean that this group of people is haters of this group of people over here. DJ, so we're on the topic of bullying, but everyone is admitting to hate watching and saying it's funny to laugh at people. Sounds like covert billing to me. We are talking about bullying. And yes, we did mention hate watching. And yes, people do watch, hate watch. But it doesn't have to be just YouTube either. We just happen to be on YouTube right now, so it's kind of really the focus of this. Hate watching is not bullying, if that's what you're trying to imply. DJ, were you not here for the roll and scroll? That was sweet.
I really like that roll and scroll.
I just think it's funny that, people, I don't mind people disagreeing, but, it's kind of like one of those things. I don't argue with my mother unless I know I have my ducks in a row, because I know she's going to make me have my ducks in a row.
Yep.
If you want to have a conversation and argue with somebody on their live, that's all fine and dandy, but don't just sit there and put out a big, not even a couple of sentence paragraph and then turn around and write one word. Really? That makes no sense. Well, hi, girl. You never visit this much.
She must be hungry today.
She's not hungry, though. I think she knows that the new things that I ordered for them are in a box over there. I think that's part of it.
Oh, she can smell them.
Yes, and my husband opened it, and she's been kind of eyeballing it ever since. So I think that might be part of the problem.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I guess before we were so rudely interrupted.
Well, Patricia Fassett wants to know if you were good at softball. I would vote yes. I agree. She says you were probably good at it, and I have to agree. And I don't know.
I was really good at it.
See, yeah, you don't do anything halfway.
I played shortstop. I was backup for any infield position, including catching and pitching. So, I mean, I pretty much did everything.
You'd make a good catcher because you would guard that plate.
Well, the problem was I made such a good shortstop because I was short and fast. Well, I've never been a long distance runner. That was my husband, right?
Mm-hmm,
but man, they're short sprints. And so I'm pretty aggressive. I'm pretty sure the people here could tell that I'm an aggressive personality. And so shortstop kept me moving, and I was always going after the ball. I mean, we had an outfielder one time that, well, let's just say they put the sucky people out in the outfield, right? And I was supposed to go and relay the throw, and she just literally couldn't get to the ball fast enough. So I ran all the way out, way past where the normal center field was, and I threw the ball all the way home and got the girl out. So, without a relay, I was pretty damn good. Of course, not so much anymore, but that's what happens.
Really.
You get older, you have kids. Patricia said that would be me in the outfield. Well,
I
that's
don't even want to
okay.
talk about it.
If you'd have been on my team, I'd have been there to back you up. No, I just think that people need to pay attention what's healthy for them and what's not. And why. If you're hate watching, that's fine. But why would you go into the chat and say something? That's the part I guess I don't understand. If you're trolling, that's one thing, right? If you're a hate watcher and you're hate watching, and then you feel like you have to butt in and make fun of somebody in the chat or somebody on the panel, I don't really understand that. A troll, I have a lot more fun with trolls because they're just like whoo out of left field and saying random shit because they've more than likely never been to your channel before and they're just passing on through, trolling everybody where they go. Snow lie in the outfield is the three people that stand way out past the bases, the first, second, and third base.
By the back wall. What do you call it? Whatever it's called.
So I guess what I'll do before I maybe start into something else is I'll see if anybody wants to come up and make their own comments about this or any input. If you're a hate watcher, if you're a YouTuber, if you're, a bully, I don't care. I don't know if it'll get you in there. Bullying is the part I have probably the biggest problem with. And I know I'm sure there are people in here hate watching that think I'm a big old bully. I don't know why they think that. But I've certainly seen it in writing. They think I'm the head mobster. I've been called a heifer. Okay, that's stuff from grade school, right? Like I know I'm fat. you don't have to call me a cow to tell me that. Like who cares? If I cared, I would be on a diet losing weight. I don't care.
We are not in middle school anymore.
Well, that's just it. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people's mindset are in grade school. We're all supposed to be grown adults here, and shoot, half of us are middle-aged, according to what YouTube tells me about my analytics and who's watching me, right? Most of the people are 45 to over 65, right? And most of them are female. And okay, maybe a lot of these people are stay-at-home, people. They have lots of time to watch a bunch of people and stir up. That's fine. But Crafty Peep says, or fake supporters that come on to see who is on your channel and then hopped out of their live and into your channel. Yeah, that happens too. We have our own mirrors. But that's bullying, name calling, watching someone's actions and laughing is not otherwise. Every comedy ever was bullying. Right. I think that's really the big difference, right? And people who are getting offended, like if I've said something here that offended somebody else, that's kind of actually on you and not me. If I go watch somebody else and they offend me, I just can walk away. I don't ever feel like I need to say something about stupid stuff like that, right? I do come to the defense of people at times, but on YouTube, not so much. I will here on my channel because it's kind of my job to make sure everybody is safe here. Kindness Cake says, I'm fat and content and 3 pieces of cake and a flower. Sounds good to me. I avoid mirrors. Somebody once told me they're dangerous. Well, they are if you break them from what I understand.
7 years dangerous.
That's if you're superstitious, but see, Catholics are not supposed to be superstitious.
Well.
Yes, Nightbot. If you love true crime and having fun, please visit my friend Kaz. Her link's there in the chat. I also have a link for. I think I set myself up right. I think we have Tammy will pop up too. Potter, except when they pursue you somewhere else to continue it. That's the thing, right? They follow you from channel to channel to channel. And as soon as you type in, hi, everybody, and they all go, shoom, right?
Right.
It's happened to me. It's happened to me. And I'm okay with it. I don't think it's fair, though, to the person whose channel you're on because it's just rude. So I don't engage them. I certainly will engage people on my own channel because it's my channel. I can do what I want. Everybody else can't do what they want unless I let them, but I can do what I want as long as YouTube leaves it up. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I don't want to see myself unless it's on a completely moonless night. Well, let me tell you, I don't like looking at myself, and every time I go live, I have to look at myself. You guys keep going, when are you gonna go live next? And then I have to look at myself every time. That's okay. I know mostly I look at Eminem Mama.
Well, you have spiffy. I look at you too. You have spiffy hats. I love your hats.
Yeah, I've worn this one a lot now, though. I didn't wear my brand new one. But I'll probably have to get one on the trip, so I'll probably have another new
hat. Since you have a favorite store or shop. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, but that's all Route 66. They don't have anything else there.
I was talking about your new upcoming trip.
Hi, Florida Gray Lady. I have a favorite shoe store there. They have a really cheap shoe store there at their mall.
Well, I wear size 9s. Just saying, if they're real cheap. Do my shopping for me.
See what they have. I'm hoping I can get a pair of hiking boots so I don't have to wear my big hunting boots all summer again down at the property. We'll see. So, where were we at before I was so rudely interrupted?
You said hello to Florida Gray Lady.
I did.
Somebody had everyone else.
Somebody said something. Oh, Nightbot said something and disrupted me.
Yes.
I've had that kind of week. It doesn't take much to take me off into another direction.
Well, it's the end of the week.
Hi, Ivy Lynn. That's why the Friday night lives are usually, I have a lot more fun. And usually I do this on Tuesday because I'm not worn out from the whole week at work.
Right. And it's been a week again.
It's been a week. Oh, well, yes, it's been a week. So let me tell you all. The rest of these people haven't heard this story, but you have. About my tires.
Oh.
Okay, so a lot of you know that I'm getting some work done to my Jeep before I leave on this trip. And went and got the oil changed, and the dealership said, well, 2 of these tires on one side, not the front, not the back, on one of the sides, they're kind of worn. And then my husband comes back and he tells me this. He says, well, actually, they're all kind of worn. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how much are these tires? So the place we normally get our tires, they want $400 a tire. But they're not even the exact same tires that I have on. They're just the same size. And I know I like the tread on these tires. So he finds a website where he finds the exact same tires. He's going to order them, and he's going to have them sent to Firestone, and Firestone's going to install them. Now, we have a Firestone that's fairly close to my house. Never been there, never had any work done there. The tires get sent there. He goes, takes it up there, drops it off, because this is during a work day. So I'm working here at home, and my daughter needs a ride to work. So my husband had to come back, take her to work. And they call him, and they say that that we were going to have them take one of the old tires, the best of the old tires, put it on where the spare is. And the spare tire was brand new, had not been used. We were going to use that for the 4th brand new tire. We ordered 3 tires. They said, well, that wheel does not have a sensor on it. So he said, okay, we'll take that tire off that wheel and swap it with the other one and put that tire on a wheel that has a sensor in it. You know, the sensor that tells you if you need air, which really needs that. But if that light was on all the time, would drive me insane.
Definitely.
So they're putting on one of the tires and they call him and they say, one of these threads is cross-threaded. So evidently the last time the dealership had the tire off and put it back on, they cross-threaded one of the bolts. So we should be cold, heartless, and butt ugly to be a part of this community. I guess so, Sandy Miller, if that's the way you think.
She is no more.
Huh?
She is no more.
Well, she can still sit here and watch. She just can't make another comment. Anyway, so my husband tells them, go ahead and put the bolt in. If it breaks, I'll take care of it. So the course they put the bolt in, it breaks. They call him again and they say, we broke it. It's going to cost $200 to replace it. He said, I'm not paying you $200 for a $3 bolt that I can fix. Do not fix it. Okay. Sandy has gone on holiday to personality adjustment camp. Okay, well, maybe she'll come back better than she was before. So then that's all taken care of. And then they call him and they say, we ripped the tire, the spare tire that hasn't been used. They ripped the tire when they were trying to take it off to put it on the other wheel. So we had to order another new tire. Now we had to pay for it because they're going to reimburse us when they do the installation, but they couldn't order it for us because they can't order it through their system. And they has to go through their system, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. But now I have to wait for one new tire that's going to go on Saturday. If that's not the most convoluted new tire story I've ever heard, I have no idea. But I had to listen to every phone call he got while I was trying to work. And he's coming in here and going, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't know what's wrong with these people. And he goes, and nobody up there's over 30. And I looked at him and I said, don't ever take it up there ever again. And then after he picks it up and he brings it home, right? He tells me, I don't know why they had the hood up. And I said, why in the hell did you give him the key? Because we have locking latches on my hood, right? And I said, why did you give him the key? So I told him today, I said, when you take it up there Saturday, don't give him the key to the hood. Give him the big key and be done with it. Jesus, I don't know what they did. Are they mad that you didn't get the tires there? No. They actually have a deal with this website. So we paid their, $25 per tire installation. But if they're mad, it's costing them more money now because they're going to have to pay $215 for this tire. How much was the tires? Oh, the tires were $215 a piece, plus $25 per tire to install them. So
does that include the sensor, the $215, or is that something separate?
No. The sensors are not in the tires. The sensors are on the wheels.
Okay.
So you don't have to get new sensors every time you get new tires.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
So, yeah, instead of paying $400 at Dobbs, which is where we normally take all of our vehicles and we get all of our tires there, instead of going there and paying $400 per tire, I paid $215 plus $25 per tire. But had we taken it to Dobbs and paid the extra money, they probably wouldn't have torn up anything. Because my husband knows the shop manager up there because we've had so much work done up there.
You think they'd give you a discount?
No.
Friends and family.
That way. But they do have that lifetime warranty on just about everything that they do.
They do. That's the good thing. They won't
install tires that you don't buy through them.
Because because they
don't have the deals with,
right.
With the companies. And we also got the phone call that my bumpers are done. This is all the same day, right? Bumpers are done. And the winch is on back order. And they don't know how long it's going to be before the winch comes in. So they're going to install the bumpers on Monday. So I will have them on. Hopefully nothing goes wrong before I leave on Thursday.
Well, at least you got a couple days there.
But then if they put that on Monday, I only have Tuesday and Wednesday for my husband to try to get an appointment to make sure that the front end doesn't need aligned before we leave with the new tires on.
Why can't they align them when you have the last tire put on?
Do you think I'm letting them do anything?
Well, I meant, okay,
That's
so
not
he
where I
can.
normally go. I go to Dobbs. He needs to make an appointment.
Oh, well, he needs to make the appointment for Tuesday morning
Right?
so that you have a little extra time.
I know.
The
It's
way.
ridiculous. That's the story of my life. Like that's how everything always happens to me. The dumbest things always happen.
Well, not to put a rain on your
then
parade.
There are people here who think I have nothing better to do than to like chase after people and try to take down their channels. And, like those people are even a thought in my head most of the time. Not.
No. Yeah.
Probably need an alignment after new tires. I always do that. Yeah, I usually do too. And plus there's been a bit of a shimmy and some play in there. So I know it needed it, but since I was going to get new tires, I just wanted to wait.
Spend the money? Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I don't care as long as I can get in it and it works fine for this trip.
And you get where you want to go.
My parrot. Did chat start over? No, chat didn't start all over. You have a parrot, Gigi? What kind of parrot do you have? I love parrots. I don't think I'd want to own one, but I do love parrots. They're kind of neat.
They live for a very long time.
I know. You have to will them to people.
Yes, I know. I found that out. I thought, wow.
Kind of like your children, willing your children to people.
And God help them.
Should we die in a plane crash together when we're 25, I would like so-and-so to take care of my children. You can get alignment in the next 6 months, probably. Oh, well, I just would rather do it before I leave. Otherwise, I'll have to do it right when I get back. But see, I'll get better gas mileage, and I don't know where my gas mileage is going to go when I've got like that much more tread on the tires now.
I think down. It's going to go down.
Right?
You might be down around the, single digits.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how much they throw the water, though, the next time I'm going through.
Oh, yeah.
Crossing.
They'll probably really shoot it up the sides, won't they? I think the next time, if I am ever allowed to go again, you should do what I suggested and let me out, and I can tape you coming through forward so we can see how big it is,
Okay.
The water.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I was making that video to upload for everybody over the weekend. I got it finished, and Little Red Riding Hood music. What? New shoes on the Jeep, buckle up, head out on your trip. It's going to be perfect. Yeah, I know, right? Don't worry. My dash cam's going to record it all. So anyway, my husband was watching. At the end, I had it all done. I watched through it just to make sure I didn't screw up something.
Yeah.
So I'm not that good at this yet. I'm still trying to figure it all out. So he's standing over my shoulder here. He's watching. And we get to the part and the text comes up, that you made me turn around. And he looks at it and he goes, I would have gone through that.
I have no doubt.
I said, I know. But I wasn't going to have her die of a heart attack in my Jeep.
I'm sorry. I could not see the bottom. Just saying. Next time I know.
I hate to tell you, I am still getting those stupid spam calls.
Still?
All freaking day.
Well, when they come, it's like every 10 minutes, I swear
Oh
to
my
God.
God, it's terrible. Hi, baby girl.
Whoa, she's really after something. She's sucking up big time.
She is. Usually she wants a treat. Okay, don't get my glasses. If you get down and sit, I will give you one of these.
Oh, licking her chops. That's what she wants. Up. Yep.
You dropped it. Where's Gizmo? What'd you do with Gizmo? Did you get so hungry again? I don't know where he went. I wonder if he's in there with Samantha. No, you're right there.
Is he in there?
Yeah. He was on this side. He tries to stay away from Skylar because otherwise, he has to growl at her because she's not allowed to touch him or kiss him or because he's an old cranky fart.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi, I don't know. What is Gigi talking about? What did we do, Mandy? She's laughing with hearts. The dog knows you're going on vacation. She doesn't want you to go away. Oh, no. She will be happy because she will have my husband all to herself. You don't understand. Like
she's daddy's girl. Big time.
WhiteTiger Unplugged. Please remember to take your helmet when hewing. What? Helmet? For what? What?
Hewing. I mean, what the heck is hewing?
I don't know. Maybe it was another typo. What a typo. I don't.
Was it like something to do with, the military? That I don't know? Well, no, because you would know. Jeeping? Oh. Jeeping, she said.
Oh, I don't wear a helmet when I'm jeeping. Why would I wear a helmet when I'm jeeping? I wear my seatbelt.
You don't do anything that crazy in the Jeep.
No, I'm not rock climbing or anything, and I'm not doing it with the top off. If I was doing it with the top off, I would.
Yeah. Go through all that water with the top off?
Oh, yeah, people do it all the time.
Oh, well,
I would love to do that with you in the Jeep.
In the middle of summer, maybe, but not when it's... God, what was... It was like
Listen,
30
we got caught in the rain. We got caught in the rain with the freedom panels off. Because my husband and I,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, it's a nice day. We're going to go down to the property. We'll take the freedom panels off. Now, this was before I had the bag that I got for Christmas that I can slide them into and strap them to the back of the back seats in the Jeep. That way, if it rains, I can put them on. No, we're coming back and it's like raining. But the funny thing is, like, we didn't really get that wet. You're going so fast, and it's such a small area where the rain can come in, but, like, the wind is blowing, and you're going, and I was actually quite amused at how little rain actually got. Oh, Tracy says, Eminem Mama, I love your hair.
I'm just typing at her. What does my hair look like today? Is it like, because it's like rainy and it's all flat?
Yeah, it's not poofy. It's not poofy like it normally is.
Oh, is that what I need to stop poofing it? But
I
it's
don't
like
know.
hanging in my eyes and driving me nuts. And I did just, get rid of the gray. Maybe that was it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, sorry.
Tammy says like it's freshly done.
It is. It's freshly done. It is freshly done.
Snow Lion says, my cat left a pile of poop right in front of the front door. Obviously, he is expressing his opinion on me taking his wife and daughter to the vet nearly every day. Tracy said it's so cute, your hair.
Well, thanks.
Kindness Cake says, gorgeous color and style.
Well, I did the I did have it done professionally the last time, not just the other day, and it's got highlights in it and lowlights now. Maybe that's what's showing up.
Could be.
I don't know.
Light's definitely reflecting off of it.
Well, it's clean.
I feel like I missed saying hi to somebody. I saw
Yes,
scroll
it is short in the back, but this is supposed to be behind my ears. It's just, it rained so much today. My hair does not hold curl. It is just like straight. So that's why it's hanging all over the place right now. But thanks.
They call me Pukey. Said I agree. I love the color.
I'm going to have to take a picture. Keep it in mind.
You should take a picture of all these comments. So
I know. My husband never says a thing, so.
Does he even notice?
No, not usually.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's funny.
I'm gonna give everybody one more chance if they want to come up and say anything on the topic we discussed. And other than that, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow I was supposed to have the live tomorrow, the craft live, but something came up with my family that I have to go to dinner with them, and we're going to Crafty Peep is going to have it, and then my daughter threw another curveball in. I have to take her skating after the barbecue, so
of course
I will be able to come to the live. I just won't be able to be doing any crafting because I'll be sitting in my Jeep waiting for her to come out because they don't let us go in. If you're not skating, you don't get to go in. So the parents have to all sit outside or go somewhere else, and I'm not driving all the way back to home and then back to Arnold again for 2 hours of skating. Just not doing it.
But we're all going to Crafty Peeps.
Yes, we will all be at Crafty Peeps. So if you don't know her channel, I will link it again. Well, Nightbot will link it after I tell it to. I will thank you all from M&M Mama for all the comments on her hair.
I thanked everybody. I told them they're all so nice.
Well, not everybody's nice. Somebody had to go to readjustment camp or something.
Well, 2 people did. So
2 people did already?
Yeah.
Gosh. Peeps on pajama. Oh yeah. Crafty Peep says peeps in pajamas is what she's wanting to do. So everybody wear the pajamas. I can't wear my pajamas because I have to go to dinner and then I have to drive my daughter to skating.
We don't want any arrest warrants.
It'd be my luck. I get pulled over by the cops and they want to arrest me in my pajamas. So,
exactly.
No, I'm not going to tell my husband to come bail me out in my pajamas.
No, you call me. I'll come. He would enjoy that too much.
Yeah. I could just see you recording it all and then uploading it to your own channel.
I know. But I might sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah, that would be funny.
You'd probably outbid it. Well, no, you probably wouldn't care.
No, I wouldn't care.
No, you wouldn't. It's just, you know.
Sell it. You can sell it. Just give me a fourth of the money. Just give me a fourth of the money.
Oh, we'll split it. I'll split the profits. Oh, that is so funny.
Well, you know, it's really funny. If my father-in-law was still here, I could have him arrest me. That would be a heck of a video, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, dash cam. Can we see it? What was that? What's that TV show that used to be on? The Cops? Is it Cops?
Yeah. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I don't know. One of those, you know, where it showed like live action things. Yes. I could just see you on that. That would be funny.
Let me tell you what my husband did one time before we were married. Speaking about getting pulled over. So I had an 85 Mustang, powder blue hatchback. Okay. Mm-hmm. My mom bought it brand new. I got it from her. I love that car. So we're driving to my in-laws' place, and my husband is driving it. He is like flying down 79, and I mean like flying, okay? Because, you know, his parents live out by Troy. So we get to Moscow Mills, we go under the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Yeah, watch out for
And
bridges.
I looked at him and I'm yelling at him, you know, and I'm like, I told you to slow down. There's always a cop there. The cop walks up, looks at Donald. They start talking. They're having a good old time because this cop knows Donald. Donald knew that cop was sitting there, and he purposefully, you know, went and got pulled over.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, and it freaked me out.
Because it was your car, of course, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, God knows what he's got on his record. He's going to get my car towed and everything. No, he did that on purpose. Scared the crap out of me. My crazy life says, oh my God, my mom used to drive us to school in her nightgown until the day her car broke down before cell phones were a thing, and she had to walk home in her satin pajamas. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, that wouldn't be great if you were the mom having to walk home in the pajamas.
It's a great story now, right? She says, I can't tell you how many times she's told me to make sure I'm dressed and have a bra on when I leave the house. And clean underwear, I'm sure.
I was just going to say that.
You know, speaking of that, right? They tell you to make sure you have clean underwear on, but if you have an accident, it is no longer going to be clean. So what's the point? And let's face it, if you have a really bad accident, they're going to be cutting it off of you anyway. So
exactly.
it doesn't matter if it's clean or not. It's going in the trash.
Yes, that is the truth. That is hilarious.
Oh, that's great. All right, guys. Not at all funny for her, but hysterical for all of us. That's right. The stories are always, you know, funny after the fact. Hi, Maggie. Okay, guys. So we will call it a night at that. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Emma and Mama, for coming up here. I hope everybody will think about what we talked about. There will probably be more
additions
topic because it's a pretty big topic, and I didn't really want to go on, you know, forever about it. But I kind of wanted to get it jump started. I will try to put up a video before I leave. Maybe do a live. I can't guarantee. I don't know what next week's going to be like. So if I don't see you all before then, I will see you all when I get back. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all at some point tomorrow night over at Crafty Peeps' channel or crafting. And I encourage people, if you can, if you're on your phone, please get up there on the panel with her. She can have 10 people. It's always nice to have people, you know, even if you just get up there, show your stuff you're working on and then leave, that's fine. But I like to encourage people to get up. People, you know, you don't even have to show your picture. You can have, you know, you don't have to show yourself. You can, I don't know, you can put Betty Boop picture up or whatever. It doesn't matter. Your kitty cat, your dog, whatever. All right. Everybody have a great evening. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you tomorrow at
Thank you for the compliments.
Crafty Peeps. Have a good night.